Okay, good day to everyone. Thank you very much for coming into this channel on YouTube, Trade Life with Precise Trader. Okay, for those of you who are coming in first time, okay, please, because there is a lot of things to look forward to and a lot of things to share and learn. Okay, and especially if you are being a traders and especially if you are being in the business, then definitely I think you can look forward to our services and definitely you can look into our services. Yeah. Okay. Next, I just want to just do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose and also use your information entirely at your own risk. And of course, you must assess the risk of trades before you putting in your trade or if you want to put in your real money to work. Okay, do take note from next week. We are going very aggressive on YouTube. In fact, we are planning to do from coming this Monday. Okay, every Monday we will be having a weekly market outlook, which is going to be every Monday, and this is 19 hours Singapore time. So, what is so special about this is we are going to talk about the market and what to look for the whole week. That means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What are the key events to look for, and how do you expect the market to move, and how we can trade. And from Tuesday, of course, Monday also we will be giving signals on our website. But Tuesday onwards, we will be giving live signals. Okay, this is 13 hours Singapore time. Then we have another one at 17 hours Singapore time. Okay, this signals is mainly for full-time traders, especially if you are looking for a full-time traders, if you are looking for opportunities to trade and opportunity to make money, you can use it. So what we will be doing is 13 hours we will be giving the signals and call. Then 17 hours we would be telling what has happened to the trade. That means what are the calls we have given and how is going to be respond and how we can look into it. And 17 hours again we will be giving a call and we will also be having a following up on the next day. So in other words, if you are a full-time traders, you can definitely look forward for a lot of opportunities and a lot of key areas, especially if you're looking on markets because we are quite versatile and in fact we concentrate on almost like 70 to 80 markets. I mean 70 to 80 instruments. Like in Forex, we have all the majors like Euro, Pound, Dollar Swiss, Dollar Yen, Aussie, Dollar CAD, New Zealand, Sing dollars, and any one of these crosses against each other. And we also look into Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, Nikkei, DAX, and also precious metals like gold, silver, and also all those soft comps like wheat, corn, and all this. So basically, if you are trading in any one of these instruments and if you need some assistance and some support, definitely we will be there for you to guide and you can count on us. And there would be weekly twice news trading. Okay, this is something also we can look forward to because there's not many people doing in this market. Basically, during a data announcement, we would be trading live. Okay, when we say when we trade live, that means we would be also taking trades together with you, and also we would see, we would let you know how we manage the trade. Of course, the thing you can look forward to is two things. One is we will be giving you a call pre-announcement. That means before the data is out. Okay, just about a few minutes back earlier, we will tell you, okay, this is what we expect the data and we expect to go in this direction. Because the reason being is because of slippage, because we can't afford to put a stop buy and stop sell because sometimes, when you put in order, you don't get filled in the price what you're looking for. So as a result, we need to take a bit of risk, and of course, it's a calculated risk. And what happens is even if in the data is against us, then we will also tell you how to cut losses and how we can go about ending the day with a positive note. So that is also something to look forward on. And we also planning to do weekly twice live signals at 22 hours. That means during US trading time. So what is going to happen is if we had a news trading, then we don't have the live signals for US sessions. But on the other hand, if we have no news, then probably we may have. So this is going to be from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So any one of these days. Then we also plan to do once a month learning the system. Okay, this is going to be the last Friday of the month. So this is also, I think, this next Friday. Probably we is going to be the last Friday, not this Friday, next Friday. So on that note, okay, we will also tell you how our system is used, and we'll show you how it can be utilized with user friendly, and you can decide on without looking at the charts, and you can put in your trades. Okay, the beauty of our system is, okay, the system would do you almost, I would say, 80 to 90% of the job. Okay, in fact, today I'll be showing you and sharing with you how it's done. And from next week onwards, it's going to be a bit different because we wouldn't be showing you the system. We won't be just teaching you how to do this. Is only done once a month. So at least then once you have a recorded session, you can always play back and see how you can use it. So more or less what we are trying to do is we are trying to concentrate more towards profitable trading, more towards making money, and more towards managing the trades. So that is what our focus is going to be. And in fact, from first week of October, it is going to be very aggressive, and believe me, this is going to be a total new experience because our system is very unique, and you can see, and when you use it, you learn how to use it, then definitely it is going to be a different experience to you. And also what we are planning to do is we are planning to have a workshop that is we are planning to do once a month. Okay, this is going to be the first Saturday of the month. So we would also be keep updating you, and this is also going to be on live on YouTube. So basically what we would be doing is we would be training people. Okay, and of course this is also something to look forward to because the knowledge the knowledge and expertise and expert we are going to share with you. This is not free, but the first lesson we are planning to give it for free. Okay, this value it should be close to about at least US at least $1,000. So which is free, which we are throwing out, and we want to see. And the reason why we are doing it is, like as I told you, we are desperately looking for full-time traders to join us, to work for us, and at the same time, you apply our system because we don't want you to, I mean, I'm sure you have been trading or you have been looking into the trades for many years, but end of the day, if you really want to work for us and you want to join us in our team, what we are looking forward is, of course, we want you to follow our system. Okay, so the next. Now let me change the screen. Okay, now we go into live trade, and what I will be doing is, of course, I will be sharing you how it's done. Then from next week onwards, this is going to be a different experience, and looking forward to have a definitely a good experience. Okay, now. The key data that's going to be out. Okay, today is being a Friday. This is last trading day of the week, and the data we are expecting is BOC governor is going to give a talk, and we have from Canada, we have core retail sales and retail sales, and from US there isn't any data, but I think 23 hours we have from Euro ECB president giving a talk. Okay, so these are the datas, and of course, I think since being Canadian datas that is out, we can look for some movement that or some opportunity on the Canadian dollars. Of course, I'll be showing you how it's been done and how easy it can be done by just looking at the chart and just by looking at the system itself, right? So the next thing is, okay, let me show you how the thing. Okay, in fact, we use day in day out. We use uh, three types of tools in our trading decisions. Of course, the fourth one is being the chart. Of course, if you have knowledge on the chart and if you have experience on the chart, definitely it would be a bonus and it will be a win-win situation. But on the other hand, the system would, I mean, this system, we have been working on this system for more than 25 years. In fact, it's going to be about 30 years, and we have done a lot of upgrades and a lot of tests and trial run. And of course, we have developed these algorithms, and we are now very happy to share with the public so that we can also grow as one family and as one group. Okay, now I'm just going to show you today the example and sample of things what we will be doing. From next week onwards, we will be meeting regularly. Of course, if you feel that if you have any of your friends and who are in the similar industry, whom you feel that we may be beneficial to you, and you feel that okay, this is going to be definitely a win-win situation, then definitely we want them to join as well. Okay, now our system, first of all, okay, the screen which you are seeing now, okay, this is called the trend map. Okay, this system, we have been developing this for over 25 years, and we have done a lot of upgrades. And of course, what you see is very simple, straightforward system, but there is a lot of hidden information and there is a lot of algorithms that is running behind the screen that should be able to decide you to take a trade. Okay, I'm just going to show you, like now we are going to trade on what are the instruments that we can trade. I'm going to share with you. Then of course we'll focus on Canadian dollars because we have 8:30. There is a news announcement from Canadian, which is a retail sales that might give us an opportunity. Basically, what our system does is it helps you to uh, create the identify the opportunity, and it will tell you what to do. All the W's you have in mind being a trader, that means what to trade, when to trade, why trade, where to trade, whatever the W's you have in your bid. Because being a trader, we do understand the complexity and the difficult in taking decisions. Because the reason being is, of course, controlling emotions is not that easy. You need to understand the price language, you need to understand the market, and eventually, of course, you need to decide on what you want to do. Okay, let me share with you this tool, a simple tool, straightforward tool. Okay, what it does is, for those of you who are coming first time, okay, I just want to tell you, on the left you see all the currencies, okay, all the currencies that we are looking at. This is euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, dollar Swiss, Aussie dollar, dollar CAD, New Zealand dollar, and Sing dollars. And on top, what you see is all the time frame. Okay, that means when we see 15, that means we are looking at 15-minute chart. When we look at 30, it's a 30-minute chart, 60, 60, 120, and we can zoom in to all the way to 1 year. Okay, this is the beauty of the system. That means when you look at into the system, I mean, when you look at being a trader, okay, normally I know what you all do is, you scan in a multiple time frame charts. But what the system would tell you is, it will tell you straight to the point what chart or what time frame chart we should be looking or paying attention to. Then we can decide on what to do and what we can trade. I'm just telling you one simple example. You see this chart, see right now the pound, okay, the pound US, this is trading above the previous year high. And the dollar Sing, this is trading below the previous year high. See, all this, if you were to look into, okay, what you need to do is, of course, you need to scroll in or use a multiple time frame chart. But our system would help you to do it instantaneously. That means just look at it straight away. You can decide what to do. Okay, now we look at it. In fact, the current week, the rule is very simple. Okay, white boxes, that means 0 means we are looking at current time belt, -1 means the previous, -2 is the previous, so on and so forth. And white boxes means the market is flat, green means the market is up, and red means the market is down. Okay, now we look at this example, like for instance, like euro. Okay, euro, we look at it, this is trading above the previous week high. Straight away, I know that, okay, this market right now, this is trading above the previous week high. And if we were to sell, then we got to be very careful because this is trading above the week, and especially today is going to be the last trading day of the week. We got to be very, very, very careful, especially if you are going for a sell. But on the other hand, if we are going for a buy, then we need to know what is our target and what is our stop loss. And always this is what we practice. That means what we do is we try to get all this information first. You need to do your homework before you decide what you want to do. Have a plan. Especially, you see, if you want to become a professional trader, okay, there's a lot of difference being trading for a living and trading for part-time or trading for fun, whichever you may call it. See, when you trade for a living, okay, that means you got to take out money from the market regularly every month. Then only you can survive, and then you become a professional trader, and you got to be focusing on this. But on the other hand, if you are not trading, then of course, let's say you're doing a work and you're doing as a part-time, then of course you can go on your own time and own speed. So now you got to ask yourself, okay, which side you fall, whether are you going to call yourself a professional trader, or are you going to call yourself an amateur trader? Okay, if you can go on. You see, there's a lot of people, why they fail in this industry is because they refuse to accept, they refuse to learn, they refuse to control the emotions. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people fail in this industry. And in fact, majority of the people coming into this industry, they fail. Okay, in fact, this is not easy because you need to learn how to control your emotions. Okay, on the other hand, okay, now I'm just going to share with you how I'm going to do it. Then you see for yourself how user friendly is the system and how effective is the system. Okay, now we can trade. Okay, now today we can trade. These are the instruments that we can trade. Okay, this is all vertically down. We can trade. That means we can buy euro dollar, we can buy pound, we can buy dollar yen. See, the thing is, euro dollar is strong, pound is strong, dollar yen is also strong. That means pound yen, euro yen, it will be a very big move. Okay, then later I'll show you. You can see. Then dollar Swiss is flat on the weekly, so we don't concentrate on that. Aussie dollar is a buy, and dollar CAD is flat, and New Zealand dollar is a buy. Okay, we have like 5 crosses all in. Of course, gold. Okay, this is something which we also want to look into because gold has already breached the record high. Okay, and we are expecting even higher. In fact, this price what you're seeing now, we expected this thing to happen way long time ago, but right now this has been happening. So especially if you're a trader on the gold, okay, the best thing, of course, I would later I'll be sharing with you what's our view. Then you can decide what you want to do on the gold. Okay, now we look at all this. Okay, now what we got to do is next we got to eliminate and look for the best trading opportunity and the best instrument as of now. So now when we look at on the daily, you see euro dollar is flat, pound is flat, and dollar yen is up. So that, which means this tells you that euro yen, pound yen, all those yen crosses would be a good bet. Okay, now when we scroll on the left, see, always remember we need to know. See, our intention is, you see, there's a lot of people who have been in this industry. They fail. One of the reason is being because they don't have a plan. That's one. Second thing is their timing is wrong. Okay, I don't know whether you agree with me, especially if you are being a trader. Sometimes you see you expected the market to go up, then what happens is you buy, keep, and then the market doesn't move anywhere. Then finally you decide to give up, and that's where the moment once you give up, then that's where the market starts to move. So I'm not sure whether you have had this experience, especially I've been in the industry for 30 years. I've seen a lot of these cases. So now to arrest that problem, okay, what we have come into is we concentrate on a specific time belt, and we call it a time belt, and we also call it as a time control. Okay, so now I'm going to use this word, show you how it's done. See, like right now, you see like pound, dollar, yen, we have the 360. This right now, this is, we are in the third time belt. Okay, this is of course, as we go on, I'll be sharing with you how it's done. And the time control right now, okay, we also need to know both the facts. See, when we look at the time control, if you look at this, like for instance, like 120, the 2 hours dollar yen is flat, and the 240 $0 yen is up, 360 is up. So that means now what the system is telling me is, okay, we have, that means we are in the third time belt, but the time control right now is 2 hours or even lower, okay, because the rest of the time is all flat. Okay, that means like we have a 15 minutes is coming off, 30 minutes is count, but of course your 6 hours is still pointing up. So that means basically what is telling us is, see, the time, okay, the time belt, what I wish to tell you is we have a very standard time belt, and the time belt starts at 5 a.m. in the morning Singapore time, or when New Zealand market opens. So it's a very straightforward, very simple. 5, 11, 17, 23, then 5. Okay, this is how this time belt works. Okay, the next thing we need to know is, see, right now your 360 is telling you that the dollar yen is a buy, but your 120, this is telling you this is market is flat. Okay, what does it mean? See, the system would help you to enter or take decisions at precise entry point, and that's what we are interested as a trader. So that means what we are going to see is, that means 2 hours. So 17 hours is the time belt source. So 17 to 19 is one, then from 19 to 21 is another time belt, and 21 to 23 is another time belt. So when I say it's all 24 hours time we use. So right now, dollar yen, I'm expecting it to be in a range and expecting it to be quiet at least for another 55 minutes or 54 minutes to be more precise, because we have the 21 hours. Right now, the market is flat on the 21 hours. So I can wait to go for a buy, and I got to go for a buy anywhere before the 21 hours. And of course, I'll be showing you how it's done and how we can do it and how we do it. So now you take this piece of paper and write it down. So now we are going to trade dollar yen, and the system says that the 360 time belt is up, and the time control is 120, which is right now this is flat. So these are the things we need. So that means we wait for, that means we don't be in a hurry to go for a buy dollar yen. We can wait for another 53 minutes anywhere around that level, then we go for a buy, then we wait for another 2 hours to lock in our profit. So that means the system would tell you, okay, how long we are going to hold the trade, and how long, how far, or where we want to hold the trade. Okay, now we focus on dollar yen. So I don't want to change, so at least we have our focus. Okay, the next tool which we use is, we need to know, and this is the dollar yen. Okay, we need to know what are the target and what are the stop loss levels. Always remember, when we take a trade, okay, what we got to do is we need to know the answer for this too. That means what is our target and what is our risk. Then finally we decide on the entry. So this is how we play their game day in, day out. So now when we look at the dollar yen, okay, this is where the market is trading. And what this system, okay, this one we call it PT zones. Okay, what is the difference between this and the trend map is the trend map will tell you whether to go for a buy or whether to go for a sell. And of course, the trend map would also tell you the boundary. Okay, what do I mean by the boundary? Meaning the extreme levels. Okay, maybe I'll share with you that screen again. So to give you the boundary, then we tally it with this. Okay, so now when we look at the boundary here, for dollar yen, remember we are trading on 360. Okay, 360. So what the system says, the boundary is I should be looking to go for a buy near 141.75, and the current high is 43.90. If the previous high is 43.90 and the current high is 44.45. So as long as the price is above 43.90, we see this green highlighted, and right now the market is trading at 44.25. This is trading near the high. So that means what is telling us is if the market breaks the high, it's going to go higher, or if the high holds or if the target has been reached, then this is going to be in a range. So these are the two answers which we are getting as of now, right? So that means basically we feel that we are going to trade within this boundary. That means between 141.75 to 144.45. But if you look at tighter range, then the 120 would become the boundary. That means I should be looking to buy near 143.65 and I should be exiting near 144.25 or higher. So this is the nearest boundary. So you got this level. So that means you know that, okay, this is what is going to happen, and this is what this is how we are going to trade. Okay, the next thing is we go into the PT zone. Okay, what is the difference between the PT zones and the trend map? The PT zones would tell you, see, the PT zones are basically, these are like staircases to the prices. Okay, this is basically just imagine that you are in a multi-story building, and you know the price, you have a lift, you know, from first floor to, it keeps on going up, and of course, you know, it goes on vice versa. So the PT zones will tell you where is the next resistance. See, this is also you need to know, because especially if you are planning to take your profit, you need to know what is your resistance levels. That's one. And if you are going for a buy, of course you need to know where is the support. So these are the two levels which we need to know. And of course we use one more levels, we call it the benchmark levels. That means we use that as a guidance. So these are the three levels which we need to know. Then we can decide to go for a trade, and we can go for the trade. Okay, now if you look at this, the PT zones, okay, this is telling you that this weekly is up, daily is two forces. Okay, this is all later on when we share the system, we will be sharing with you. And right now, as of now, what you need to know is where is the next resistance. Of course, I'll be sharing with you. Okay, the next resistance is on the weekly. This should be RR2. Okay, this is where the resistance, and of course we have a major resistance at the monthly levels, because you see that's where all the market has been selling, and that's where the market has been doing. So we have two types of resistance levels. So one is minor and another one is major. Okay, the one I'll be giving you an answer, you write it down in a piece of paper, then later when we put in the trade, then you know how comfortable you can trade and how easy you can take the decisions. Okay, now I need to give you these two answers. I need to give you one minor resistance and one major resistance. Then the boundary level, I hope you recall, okay, the boundary level was on the 2-hour chart 143.65 and 144.25 or 144.45. So we have got all the levels. Okay, now we are going to give you the minor resistance and major resistance. So the next tool which we are going to use is we call it the most powerful tool in our system, because this would tell you your entry, exit, stop loss, all the informations you need for a trading. Especially if you are a trader, you need to know all this information. Then only you can put in the trade with ease. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you the dashboard, and this would tell you what is your minor resistance and major resistance. Remember just now the weekly, this was uh, flat on the right, and monthly it was red. So now I'm going to give you the minor resistance, which is 144.35, and the current high was 144.45. All these levels, the zone levels, okay, all these levels are known to you beforehand. Okay, please take note that this is all known to you, and you can trade with ease. Definitely you can trade with ease with looking at this. Take my word, if once the 144.35 breaks, the market is going to shoot up, meaning, it's going to go up. But the only thing that is bothering us is because today is being the last trading day of the week, and of course we are coming to the last session, the trading session of the week, which is, we only have another 6 to 8 hours left for the trading to end the day. So then we got to be take note of that. Okay, the next major resistance would be after that 144.35 or 144.45, which is the current high broke. Then the next major resistance would be 145.20. Okay, this would be your next major resistance. Okay, to give you a confirmation of that, remember on the monthly, it was showing, even if you see here on your previous week, your 145.25, this is going to be your major resistance or major barrier. So that means, in other words, we are not expecting today, for the dollar yen to go beyond these two levels. That means 145.20 or even max 145.85, because this is where a major selling barrier. So that means we are not expecting. So if you are going for a buy, okay, then what you should be doing is, you should be prepared to lock in your profits either before the current high, or if you feel that the current high is going to break, then we can wait for higher levels. Of course, finally we look into the chart, then I'm going to give you the answer. Then we are good to go, and we are ready to put in the trade. Okay, now finally, now we are into the final part before we enter the trade, or before we execute the trade. Okay, this is where we use the dashboard. Okay, we use a lower time frame, and always remember the lower time frame are more precise and more accurate, but the higher time frame are more stronger and more effective. It's just like, if I'm just going to ask you, like, what is your plan for tomorrow, you will be straight away, you'll be able to tell me that, okay, this is what my plan. But if I'm going to ask you what you will be doing next month around the same time, same day, then, you need to really sit down and think, what is, it's the same manner. Price, you see, price, language, and market behavior is all, no doubt the market is moving, but it's all controlled by emotions. So you must understand that behind the scene, emotions humans are the main players involved, so there will be a lot of emotions involved, right? So now I'm going to trade. Okay, one more thing I just want to tell you is, ask yourself, okay, whether are you a aggressive trader, or whether are you a conservative trader. Okay, what is the difference? Conservative trader, you don't want to take risk, you just want to have a very safe play, and you just want to exit with the minimum profit, and with the minimum loss. Okay, aggressive trader means, you take a lot of risk, and you don't mind putting in with more risk, and don't mind taking trade. So you got to ask yourself, because you need to know thyself. That means, you need to tell yourself, okay, which category I belong to. Am I aggressive or conservative? If you call yourself a conservative, then you follow this. If you call yourself an aggressive, then you got to follow that. Okay. Now, before we put in the trade, okay, we need to know all these answers. We need to know the benchmark level. We need to know the stop loss level. We need to know the target. Then finally, we need to know the entry level. Then we are good to go, and we are ready to put the trade, and we have to wait for the trade to work its way out. Okay, take your piece of paper. Now dollar yen, I'm going to give a call. Okay, first thing is we start off with stop loss. Okay, my stop loss is the current low. Remember, I told you that this 120 low was 143.65. So we take our stop loss as 143.60. Okay, this is the first thing we need to know. Second thing is our target. Okay, if you call yourself an aggressive trader, okay, if you call yourself an aggressive trader, there's two ways which you can play the game. Okay, one is if you feel you want to wait for the break, then you wait for the break of the high, okay, which is 144.45. Or if you feel if you say that okay, I don't want to be on the conservative side for today, for tonight, then you exit before 144.45. Okay. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Think my system hang. Okay, anyway, the next thing I need you I need to tell you is the stop loss we decide on 143.60. Then my TP, if you are a conservative trader, then you want to exit before 144.20 or 25. Then if you are an aggressive trader, you feel you want to wait, then you may want to wait for the break of 144.45. Then you may want to exit at 145.10 or higher. Okay, so this is how you are going to play the game. Okay, now finally we look into the chart. Okay, before we, of course, we need to tally. Okay, we need to tally our analysis. Then finally we are good to go. Okay, so now just take note, our stop loss is 143.60. My TP is 144.25 or even lower if I'm a conservative. If I'm an aggressive, if you feel that I want to wait for the break of the higher, then if the 144.45 breaks, then we may see the price moving higher towards 145.05 or 145.20. So all these informations are given to you, and is known to you, right? So now let me just share the chart. Okay, the chart, when we look at this, so now, and whenever we do a trade, we always put in such a way that we look at the lowest, meaning we look at 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, not beyond that. Okay, and you remember I told you dollar yen, I'm not in a hurry to go for a buy now because I can wait until 21 hours, and right now we are seeing the pullback, and we don't mind waiting it for a higher level, I mean a lower level. So we are not in a hurry, and I remember that my stop loss is going to be at 43.60, so I would want to buy nearer to the stop loss, that my risk would be the least risk, so that I get the maximum profit. Okay, now when we look at the chart, okay, how do I, for those of you who are well versed in chart, who are good in chart, all I know is, you see, remember I told you the system tells you that we have to put a stop at 43.60 or lower. And when I look at my 2-hour chart, see right now the 2 hours is coming off. Okay, so now the chart is also giving me the same answer. That means the previous low is 143.65. So I've already decided that I am going to put my stop at 60 or 55. That means, you see, always remember, if you want to become a successful trader or you want to be successful in this industry, okay, always remember you need to have a proper or precise plan. Okay, that means, you see, when you want to enter a trade, you put in a place whereby you don't get stopped out. Okay, and when you want to enter a trade, also you must put in such a way that your order must get filled. And when you want to take your profit, you must also put in a level in such a way that your profits get filled. Okay, so all this is an art. You need to learn this very precisely. Don't bring your emotions into the picture. Then, like, okay, this is where I entered. I got to make so much of money. You see, the market is not going to follow you. You are going to follow the market. So we have to be eventually sticking to the rules and playing by the rules. Okay, now looking at this, looking at the chart, okay, what I've decided is I don't want to put myself into an aggressive mode because, okay, what I feel is the high for the day may have been seen. That means, first I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to see this high break for tonight unless something happens, but I think I want to exit before that. Okay, so this is the first thing. So that tells me that I got to exit. Okay, I got to exit at a lower level. Okay, and I want to exit in such a way that I want to exit at 14420. Okay, now I've given you the answer. My stop loss is 14355 and my TP is 14420. You all can put in the trade and test for yourself and see how effective and how comfort zone are you in, especially when you do your work. Then finally you put in the trade, you see how confident are you in the trade. So now the next thing is I want to buy. Okay, always remember, the buying point is still not fixed yet. Okay, always remember whenever you go for a buy, or sell, your price and the time should intercept. Okay, that is where you get your perfect answer. So in other words, okay, now I don't want to, I'm looking at a 1 minute chart. Okay, all I know is I want to I want to enter a buy near 9 o'clock. That means you wait for another 30 minutes. So two things can happen. Okay, when you wait for another 30 minutes, two things can happen. Either you may get your best entry point, that's one, or you may get a entry point, not, I wouldn't say the best, but maybe definitely not the worst. Okay, definitely not the worst. So now I will wait. So I'm not in a hurry to take a trade. I'll wait. Okay, and okay, by the way, the Canadian data is going to be out soon. Okay, this is just want to let you know that the market is expecting 0.2. Okay, the market is expecting 0.2. Okay, let me just give you a call on dollar cat, just a quick one, quick one, so at least we will just see, since we are in the trade, we are doing a trade, so we got to capitalize. So then next week onwards, this is what we will be doing. That means we will be trading live with you. So we will be putting trades, we will be taking trades and all. Okay, so overall, if you see here, the Canadian is expected to come, is coming down. So that means the market is expecting the data to be good. Okay, let me tell you this, the market is expecting 0.2. So we expect the market to be slightly better than 0.2 or better. So in the event, if it happens, then probably, if let's say we want to go for a buy, then we want to go slightly lower, somewhere near 35.40. Okay, of course, later I'll be showing with the system and all, so then you can do. But anyway, this is 1 minute, 30 minutes left. So let's see what is happening to that. Okay, concurrently. Then we move back to dollar yen. So at least see, this is what I'm just sharing with you. What would be your experience next week? That means we are going to look at the market as and when there is an opportunity comes. We are going to tell you that, okay, we can do this. We go for a buy, then we take a trade. Then of course we are going to guide you whether should we lock in our profit, should we wait for a better level, or should we close or take a loss. And always remember that there is no such thing as 10 out of 10. That means it's all about winning probabilities. Always remember, when you lose, you got to lose the minimum. When you make, you got to make the maximum, and that's how you make yourself stay in the business and continue. So not like the other way around, that means you hold on to your loss, especially when you're caught. I know there's a lot of people that does that. In fact, for them it's like, they are just missing huge opportunities. See, opportunities every day, every day, everywhere. So you got to, once you out of that trade, then you have a very clear mind. Okay, let's wait for the data. Okay, now the data is expected. Core retail says 0.2, retail says 0.5, and I think we believe that it's going to be better. Okay, the data is going to be good. Then let's see how the market responds. If it's good, then the Canadian dollar is expected to drop some more. Okay, we were right. Core retail sales was 0.4. Okay, market was expecting 0.2. Then you see the retail sales was 0.5. Okay, and like I told you earlier on, the figure was fantastic. So we expect the market to continue lower. Okay, so this is the sample of the news trading which you can learn from us. Okay, I mean, I was just saying, this is, I mean, you can say, I don't know how you want to put it, but based on the market movement, we felt that, okay, this data is going to be good or bad, and this is what happened. Okay, we were saying that data is going to be good, and in fact, it's super good. So expect the dollar CAD to continue lower. Okay, this is what is going to happen, and you expect this thing to continue. Okay, now coming back to the dollar yen. Okay. Okay, right now, like as I told you, I want to give some more time. Okay, of course, I have another 30 minutes left, and we are seeing the market starting to turn, but we have 30 minutes left. So when we look at a 30-minute chart, okay, either the market, we should see one more down move, or what I will be doing is, I would want to enter at 143.65 or 70. That means I still have another 30 minutes left. But on the other hand, I may want to go for a buy. Definitely not now. I'll wait for another 10-15 minutes and see whether the price is breaking this low. What we are expecting is, we should see the price breaking the low, and we should see the price turning from 143.65. Okay, this is what we expect. Okay, of course, you can sit in front of the screen, especially if you are a professional trader. You can sit in front of the screen, then you can trade by looking at the market. So there's two things can happen. Okay, one is we may see one slight drop before the market turn, or the market may turn from here. Okay, but looking at this, I still feel that we may see one small drop. So maybe what I can suggest to you is, okay, if you are an aggressive trader, try to buy at 143.80 or 75. Okay, try to buy around this level. Stop loss no change, 143.55. TP no change, 144.20. And the holding period for this trade is until 21 hours. okay, until 21 hours. That means another 2.5 hours. So we would be giving you, see, we'll be giving you all this so-called informations. That means, like how long to hold and where to enter, then where to put in your stop loss, then all this will be giving you. So this is the experience which you can get it from us from next week. Okay, look forward to, and definitely it will be worth considering because there's a lot of emotions that might be running from you can be taken out. That means we would be handling the emotions with ease because we would be giving you the information. Okay, then any questions? Okay, because I think it's going to be almost an hour. So it's any questions? Okay, I'm not able to see the questions. Let me see. Okay, if we have no questions, okay, I'm very excited to looking forward to see you guys next week. This is going to be from Monday. A lot of things to look forward, and also please, if you feel any of your friends who are in the similar industry, tag them along because we can learn as a group. Okay, the more we discuss, the more we learn. I tell you, we will be having a wonderful experience. Okay, believe me, this is going to be a wonderful experience. Okay, so for those of you who wants to try this trade on the dollar yen, you put it. Good luck. You see, then maybe next week when we start, because once we start, we are going to have a follow up. That means every trade we are going to see a follow up. That means what happened to the trade, how we managed the trade, whether it was a loss or whether it was a profit. All this we will be sharing with you, and it will be a wonderful experience. Trust me, it's going to be a wonderful experience, and we have so much of experience and knowledge, and definitely you can become yourself a better trader in the long run. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Once again, I tell you, I'm telling you from my bottom of my heart. Thank you very much for taking the time and coming into this channel. Please subscribe to the channel and feel I'm looking forward to really work, hand in hand, and we'll see how we can grow together. Okay. Till then, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and looking you guys to look forward again next week. Okay. Till then, goodbye.